Selling print on demand can be awesome. It is a low-cost way to create passive income streams that you can reap the benefit of for years to come. I'm getting close to a decade since I started my business, and I'm going stronger than ever. But it is not all perfect. In today's video, I want to share an example of how sometimes the system gets abused, whether intentionally or unintentionally. This was brought to my attention by an email I received earlier today where, well, actually, you know what? Instead of telling you, I'm going to show you. It's something that has happened to me though, so I'm no stranger to this. So let's say you are researching new emerging trends. You might come to Merch Dominator, click best sellers on the sidebar, and then under sorting, the default is BSR. I'm going to switch that to newest. And now it's looking at products on Amazon that are newly submitted that have already sold. It's a great place to identify trends. Now, if I give it a quick scroll, I already see a bunch of alligator Alcatraz. There is a ton of these shirts. I don't need to know the backstory. All I need to know is that they're being uploaded to Amazon in the last 24 to 48 hours, and they're already selling. That is a very strong signal, and I would want to capitalize on that as a print-on-demand seller. Here's the thing. If you go to the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office website, which is tmsearch.uspto.gov, and type in alligator Alcatraz, you'll notice there is a live pending trademark for class 025. Now, class 025, and if you open up the trademark record, you can actually scroll down to where it says goods and services, expand that, and you can see here the primary class is class 025. And that is for online retail store services featuring clothing, hats, keychains, calendars, baseball caps, cups, mobile phone cases, pens, mouse pads, sanitary masks. All right, whoever filed this trademark, who actually you can click owners and actually see who it is, and even get an address associated with it. I'm not trying to dox anybody, but this is public information when you file for a trademark. You guys can go to the USPTO website and look at this information for any trademark. Application included. And what you see is somebody's trying to claim ownership over this mark, which if you actually go into, you're supposed to be able to prove that, it was original and you had it in for use in commerce first. There's a bunch of things. There's actually groups of people that try to stop frivolous trademarks, like I'm guessing this one, but I can't prove it, so don't quote me. Anyways, this was just filed for June 30th, 2025. Okay, you want me to zoom in? June 30th, 2025, just days ago, which means there's probably 9, 10, even 11 months before this goes live, before it's been awarded a real trademark that is enforceable. However, this is why I'm doing this video. You can still go to Amazon and say, they're infringing on my trademark. And you know what's going to end up happening is you're going to start to see a bunch of removed designs. If you didn't know, Merch Dominator has a deleted design section. And you're going to start seeing alligator Alcatraz shirts pop up here because they are going to Amazon and reporting and getting the automated system to take them down. I'm scrolling to see if we can find any alligator Alcatraz here. But this was brought to my attention in this specific niche just, hours ago, earlier today. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do a video on this because this has happened to me in other niches. In other niches that honestly I found here in Merch Dominator when looking for these new product listings that have sold, which again is a very strong signal for an emerging trend. So the alligator Alcatraz shirts, guys, if you've got them listed, you've done nothing wrong, but you may get it removed. And this is where I would love to be able to tell you, okay, here's how you handle it. You got to do this, this, and this. The reality is, I don't know what is right for you because the only way I've ever gotten things, well, I can't say ever. When you get it taken down, you also get the contact info for the person that filed the takedown. It says you can reach out and ask them to retract the takedown request. It is so rare that ever happens. I mean, honestly, every time I've ever reached out, you usually just get ignored. On occasion, I've gotten them to retract the thing, but I always have to say, okay, but I won't re-upload the product, which would make it sound like I did something wrong. No, I didn't do anything wrong. I just don't need that trouble. You know what I mean? I'm over 8 years into print on demand, multi-million-dollar sales. I'm trying to stay off the radar. I'm trying to stay in good standing on every marketplace that I sell on. So it's just not worth the fight in most cases. If you think it is worth the fight, whether it's alligator Alcatraz or another niche, you might have to hire a lawyer. You know what I mean? You might have to hire legal counsel. I am a talking head on a screen right now. All right. I am a YouTuber that sells print on demand. I can't offer you legal advice, but I have also gone that route before using Melvin at Just Tech Legal. He's a friend of the channel. I've done 2 or 3 interviews with him on YouTube before. This isn't meant to be a plug for him. I'm just telling you out of my personal experience. I have used him in the past and I've gotten the results that I wanted every single time, because most people, when they're filing these frivolous takedowns, I think they know what they're doing realistically. And I think they probably know that there's so much money to be made that it's worth risking abusing Amazon's takedown system. Don't quote me though, it's pure speculation. Again, I don't actually know who this guy is that filed this trademark and then is filing these takedowns, but I have suffered this on the receiving end as well. Not in the alligator Alcatraz, but in other, emerging trends. So that's it, guys. I wish I had better news to share. I will link to Melvin's info in the description. And if you are like, wait, Ryan, what was that tool that you said can show me trends as they emerge? It's called Merch Dominator. I will link to that in the description as well. All you need to remember to do is click best sellers and then under sorting, click newest. There's no way a human could realistically go and scan through every single new submitted print on demand product on Amazon and look for a BSR, especially with recent changes to how Amazon displays, or in many cases now hides BSR if they think you're data mining Amazon.com. So you really have more of a reliance on these research tools like Merch Dominator. I will link to that in the description as well. But guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully you don't find yourself in this situation. And if you have alligator Alcatraz, just be aware that this is going on. So anyways, guys, have a good one.